dito na wala pang LMS platform, I will give you some overview of the various platforms. So, ang LMS, simply put, ito yung parang bridge nyo. The bridge between the school and the students. So, ito ang platform kung saan dito mag-access both ang teachers and students for them to learn. So we have here the commonly used platforms. Ito sila, Moodle, Google Classroom, Edmodo. Pwede ito silang gamitin. And actually sa presentation ko, no, I have enumerated each one kung ano mga features nila and ang mga websites nila. But I will not go into detail na because I had an in-depth discussion yung doon sa Hiraya na page. So, and also, I will also share these slides naman if in case gusto nyong i-review para makaproceed na tayo sa next. Okay? Para hindi masayang ang oras natin. Ito po. Nasa Hiraya PH na Facebook page nila ang webinar ko about dito. So you just visit them na lang para ma-enlighten kayo sa different LMS platforms. Okay? So next, sa outline natin is video conferencing. Of course, if you will use a lot of video conferencing sa classes nyo, especially for those na hindi blended, no, yung parang online classes talaga, yung hindi sa open education, because sa open education kasi students at their own pace can do their tasks by themselves regardless of time. But for those na hindi naman open education ang mode ng learning, so meron pa ring live classes talaga. So dito naman papasok ang ating mga video conferencing platforms. Okay? So mga overview lang din na mga best apps for video conferencing. So ito sila: Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, GoToMeeting, JoinMe, and Cisco WebEx. So the best video tool for large video calls, for webinars, if madami ang students nyo, perhaps 100 students or so, the best option is Zoom. Itong ginagamit natin ngayon sa mga naka-Zoom. As you can see, walang masyadong technical issues or technical glitches kahit na madami-dami na tayo. So Zoom is the best option for this. Para naman sa mga G Suite users dyan, especially mga DepEd teachers natin, no? 'Di ba ang mga accounts natin is under G Suite for Education. The best one for you is Google Meet. Ang problem lang sa Google Meet is kapag marami na, malakas ng kain sa bandwidth natin, nagbabag na siya, nag-hang na. Pero if you have classes less than 50 or mga 40 lang, Google Meet is still a good option. Okay, 'di ba? Easy lang siya, no? Sa mga nakagamit na easy access lang siya. Bigay lang ng link, you go to the link, and that's it. Pasok na kayo. So that's one good that's the best platform for G Suite users, especially sa mga Google Calendars na nakasync, mga ganon. If kayo, no, Google Classroom, then madali lang i-sync din ang Google Meet na application. Okay? And for those, I think naka-Office 365 din ang mga DepEd teachers natin, no? A good option for you is Microsoft Teams. The best naman for professional features is GoToMeeting. And ano to siya? Kasi madaming mga additional features ng GoToMeeting. But the downside of it is nakakalito din siya because madaming mga additional features na hindi common sa mga other platforms natin, no? So GoToMeeting is the best one for professional features. For lightweight option naman, kung gusto niyo automatic, JoinMe is the good option. So actually, JoinMe and GoToMeeting belong to the same company. So kung gusto niyo madali ang wala nang masyadong preparation pa, like you have a meeting or a classroom na right then and there, nandyan na, Join Me is another good option. Okay? Pero syempre, limited din ang options niya. Mayroong mga features na you commonly see no, sa ibang platforms na hindi siya available sa Join Me. So yun lang ang downside niya. Then we also have Cisco WebEx. So it is best for virtual whiteboarding. Alam niyo ng whiteboard, no? So kung meron tayong blackboard na hindi naman color black, green naman, meron tayong equivalent na whiteboard din na gamit ang marker. So sa Cisco WebEx, they have a good feature for whiteboarding. So kung magdi-discuss kayo, no, kung may isusulat kayo or meron kayong doodles or meron kayong mga mathematical formula na ilalagay, WebEx is actually the best one to use for such. Kung may isusulat kayo, because they have a good feature for whiteboarding. So yan po. If kasi merong separate nagka-webinar na kasi kami dito no about sa mga video tools. If you want to watch about those tools, punta lang po kayo sa page namin, that's at the ICT FOOBC2. Hover sa videos. So nandun po itong discovering the new trends video conferencing tools to increase productivity. Diyan po ang ating in-depth discussion sa mga video tools na yan. Okay? Para makaproceed na tayo sa main meet natin for this afternoon, which is the online learning or web application tools. So, with that, hindi pa po ako tapos, pero mag-stop po muna ako ng pag-share ng screen kasi lipat ako sa ibang display. Saglit lang po. Okay pa po ba kayo dyan? Saglit lang po ha, at kinoconnect ko pa po. Okay, ayan na. So, if meron po kayong other devices, no, please, sana ay meron kayo, no, para while you are learning, you can also make use of this of a separate device para mas madali ang ating pag-demo ngayong hapon na ito. Okay, so ito Google Forms, and just recently naglabas na din ang Microsoft ng kanilang own version ng kanilang forms equivalent to Google Forms. So madaming gamit ng Google Forms, like for school administrators, if kailangan nyo ng registration for your classes perhaps, or enrollment, pwede gamitin ng Google Forms. And madaming mga interactive. And I think familiar naman siguro kayo sa Google Forms, ano? Kasi yung nag-ano din kayo dito, nag-register din kayo dito sa webinar na ito, gamit nyo din is Google Forms. So that's the essence of Google Forms. And punta lang kayo sa forms.google.com, and nandun na. Actually, for me, it's very it's very user-friendly naman gamitin. Kasi wisiwig siya, what you see is what you get. And also, for those na ang mga DepEd teachers natin, no, member kayo ng G Suites for Education. And kasi kanina meron akong nabasa dito sa chat, no, na how do they check the integrity of their classes sa mga students nila, like if they give quizzes, how do they know na sila talaga nag-answer, or how do they secure na hindi sila mandadaya? So for those na members ng G Suites for Education, mayroong additional feature ang Google Forms, wherein ang mga students hindi sila maka-open ng ibang tab, or naka-lock ang ang window nila sa Google Forms lang. Once naka-activate na yung quiz, hindi na sila pwedeng makalipat. So that's one thing, na hindi sila makapag-open ng notes or any form of daya. So yan, you can explore that. Especially for those sa mga DepEd teachers natin, if you have quizzes, that you have to answer, you have to let the students answer online, pwede po Google Forms. So pwede din for events na registration and everything else, gamit na gamit po ang Google Forms. Okay, so hindi ko na lang po siya i-ano no. I won't go into in-depth discussions sa Google Forms kasi we also have another webinar for this na nakapagbigay na kami ng webinar about this. So if you want to rewatch po, punta lang po kayo sa YouTube channel ko and hover sa mga webinars doon. Nandun po ang Google Forms na in-depth discussion if you really want to learn from scratch. So nandun po. Meron ba tayong nandito na nakasali na din during that webinar? So hello ulit sa inyo. Okay? So yun naman sa Microsoft Forms, this is still early actually. I tried to and I went to their site to create one and nakita ko it's also user friendly but I did not explore it that much. Okay, but I believe that they function the same. Meron lang siguro changes sa interface but they work the same. Okay? Next, ito. So say for example no, meron tayong ibibigay na links, yung mga URLs natin for our students, like sabihin nyo, ito, punta kayo dito, nandito yung study module nyo, or perhaps ito ang quiz nyo, but hindi aesthetically speaking, hindi maganda sa mata tingnan no if sobrang haba ng URL. But there is actually a way to control that. So itong mga nasa screens nyo ngayon, itong tiny.cc, bit.ly, and shorturl.at, ito sila, they shorten your URLs na pwede nyong ma-customize para sa kung pagbigay nyo sa students nyo ng links nyo, there is familiarity or customized na siya according to what you like as a display. So sige, let's try sa let's try na lang sa Tiny.
Monster Math presents Addition Below 10. Okay, class.
Yan. So, ang link for Tiny is tiny.cc. At ayan po, bumabagal na ang aking dahil sa bandwidth. So say for example, no, mayroong link. So, example, itong link ng namin, ng cluster namin, no? So dito sa dito sa area na to, is where you paste the complete link or you type in the complete link. While dito naman sa baba niya is yung gusto nyong i-customize na name ng link niya. So say for example, DICT VC2. So pwede po yan. So pag shorten nyo, ito ng link na to ang ibibigay nyo sa inyong students. So ito na. Copy nyo lang to. Tapos pala to this is case sensitive. So kung meron kang nakakapital dyan, nakakapitalize, so dapat nakakapitalize talaga siya or else hindi siya mabawasan ng receivers nyo ng link. So pwede din, no, para sabihin ng students natin, wow, ang techy na naman ni sir. Pwede gamitin itong QR code na generator din nila. So i-click nyo lang yon. Ito, no. Click nyo lang to, tapos mag-generate siya ng new tab, and ito na. Mababasa na to ng smartphones nyo, ng tablets nyo, para didiretso din to sa link. So ayan, sabihan na kayo ng students nyo, wow, ang techie naman ni sir or ni ma'am, paano niya to ginawa? Yun pala, tiny.cc lang ang gamit. Diba? That's all for free lang po. Wala po siyang bayad. Okay? So, it has the same principle sa So it has the same principle po sa ating bit.ly and short URL.at. So may konting difference lang sa kanyang interface, but the features remain the same. Pang ano siya, pang shorten ng URLs, pang bigay ng QR codes, pwede din siya sa other shortening sites. Okay? So next, ito na, Mentimeter. So say for example, gusto nyo magpa-poll, no? Or gusto nyo magtanong anonymously, tapos gusto nyo hingin ang sagot ng class nyo, pwede yan sa Mentimeter. Sige. So, to everyone, please go to menti.com, especially yung mga nasa Zoom, no? That's menti.com. Okay, stop muna to. Because there is no better way of explaining this applications if hindi natin siya ipa-practice. So I'm gonna share. Saglit lang po. And po, so makita nyo sa screen nyo, di ba may tanong, may instruction na go to menti.com, that's menti.com, and use the code 6149543. So pagpasok nyo sa menti.com, manghihingi siya ng PIN, no, or code. So you have to enter it and it will proceed to the question. So live na live, like what you see right now, makikita na dito kung ano mga answers ng mga respondents natin. So ayan, so right now, what social media app do you use the most? May nag-answer na Facebook, ayan, Instagram, 9%. Sa Twitter, wala ba tayong mga Twitter users? Mostly Facebook. Friendster, wala. May Friendster pa ba ngayon? I think game site na ang Friendster, or hindi pa ba sila nag-down? Yan. So as you can see, ayan, dito sa lower portion, no, makikita kung ilan ang sumagot. Ngayon, we have 34. And they don't show, no, kung sino-sino, because anonymous na answering to. So you can ask your class for samples. So ayan. So live na nagbibigay. Ayan, may nag-answer pa yan ng mga Friendster, mga oldies ba natin to? Ayan. Twitter, wala pa rin Twitter. Ayan, may sumagot na ng Twitter, napilitan. So, ayan, sige, let's give mga 2 minutes siguro. We have answers coming in. 53, 54, 55, 56 na. 82% Facebook ang ginagamit mostly. And sige pa po, answer pa po kayo. Yan, we have 60 answers. Sige po, thank you for answering. Ayan po, I gave another question. So, paki-refresh lang po ng menti.com nyo. Pakibalik sa menti.com. So, merong another question. The same code, but there is a new question. Where do you live? So, ayan. May mga answers na tayong Cebu. Ayan na, Iloilo, Zamboanga, Manila. So, these are actually live answers. Ito ang tinatawag na word cloud feature ng ating Mentimeter. Ayan, patuloy na pumapasok ang mga answers nyo. Yan, we have 31 answers already. Tingnan natin kung saan ba tong ating mga participants. Merong Pateros at meron nagkamali na ang nilagay ay ang code. Yan, Iloilo, Manila. Yan, Taguig, Malabon. Usually, yung mga nasa malalaking fonts, no, ibig sabihin niyan may mga multiple answers. Kaya malaki siya kasi madaming nag-answer nan. Hindi na kasi siya i-repeat na mag-display, but rather pinapalikihan na lang kung saan mostly ang answers. Okay? Thank you for our 69 respondents. I-close ko na to kasi maghang to. But yan, palit siya ng padami ng padami, but palit ng pan. So yan ang concept ng ating Mentimeter. Yan, sige. Pasok pa mga answers nyo. Yan po. So yun ang concept ng ating Mentimeter. So another that is an interactive na application, no? Web application. If gusto niyo magtanong ng polls anonymously from your students or from your classes, pwede po yan sa Mentimeter. So if gusto niyo mag-create ng ganun, punta po kayo sa dashboard na site which is mentimeter.com. But ang site for the participant, if meron na kayong gustong pa-answeran, it is menti.com. So if you ask, is it free? The answer is yes, but limited lang ang slides na pwede nyong gawin. Although you can edit from time to time, meron kayong 2 slides. But if you want to make use of full features, if gusto nyong ma-download ang mga answers, you have to pay for additional. You have to pay for the additional features or the premium or pro na features. Okay? Mentimeter has the same concept with AHA slides. The same din ang concept nila. Both AHA slides and Mentimeter. Okay? Next naman is ito. So, for those na okay lang yung mga nasa Mentimeter, no, for those na sumali from Facebook and YouTube, okay lang yun na may delay, but for this to medyo mas better mag-participate ang participants natin sa Zoom kasi real time. Sige. So ang Kahoot, if you have quizzes, if you want interactive quizzes, so both Kahoot and quizzes are good options. Although there are also a lot, you can actually search, no? Like, i-search nyo sa search box nyo, alternative to Kahoot or alternative to quizzes. So pwede naman siya. So for now, let us try Kahoot, kung paano ba ang concept ng Kahoot. So, inaayos ko pa po. So, ang Kahoot po is available also in mobile. So, okay lang po no na actually pwede siyang ma-install as a separate mobile application, but okay rin hindi. So, for those na may Kahoot na, that's good for you. For those naman na wala, it's okay. There's no need for you to install Kahoot na mobile application because you can just go to your browser. Just go to kahoot.it. Okay po. At share ko na po ang ating Kahoot na screen. Ayan po. So instructions, go to kahoot.it at hihingan po kayo ng PIN. So just key in the PIN which is 753869 and it will ask for your nickname po. Sige, so now we have Crisel, we have Yel, George, si Coco Cabs. Yan, sige, let's give around 2 minutes siguro for others to register. Yan, para magets nyo ang concept ng Kahoot. Kahoot. Yan, I think visible na siya. Ngayon pa nag-visible siya sa ating Facebook Live. But baka pwede makahabol ang ating mga nasa Facebook Live. Ayan, we already have 68 players. 71, 72. Pag umabot to ng 100, start tayo sa quiz. Meron tayong general knowledge quiz ngayon. At patalinuhan po tayo ngayon, mga teachers. Ayan, umabot na. Shall we start? Meron pa bang gustong humabol? Sige, 30 seconds and we'll start. So, ang concept po dito sa Kahoot, a question will be flashed sa inyong screen, sa inyong monitor. And then you have to answer with the corresponding shapes or colors of the choices. Ganun po ang concept ng Kahoot quiz. Sige, let us start. Ready na? Ready? Mag-intermission number kung sinong makakuha ng lowest. Yan na, madami nang lumilipat sa Zoom kasi delayed sa Facebook and YouTube. Sige po, welcome po kayo dito. Okay, pag umabot na ng 150, start. Isa na lang po and let's start. Ayan na po. So sample quiz lang po ito ang name ko. Ayan. 5 plus 5 times 5 equals. You have 20 seconds to answer. Yan na. At ayan na po. 21 ang nag-answer ng 30. At 21 din ang nag-answer ng 50. Ano nangyari sa ating mga asa ng ating PEMDAS room? Congrats mga geography teachers natin. Next question. Ayan pala, scoreboard. Naku, naungusan na si JC1011 na nasa fifth na siya from first. At si Edsel na ang nangunguna. Next question. Kaya pa? Fourth question out of 5. Where is this located? Itong lugar na to or itong ano ba to? Saan ba to makikita? Aba, seryoso? Meron talaga nagkamali doon. Sa China po yon. Pero at least majority naman is tama. Pero mag-review po tayo no ng ating geography lessons. Sige po. And si Edsel kanina na nanguna, nawala na sa top 5 si Edsel. Naungusan na siya ni Guts. Okay, I think last question na to. Who is this person? Ayan. Sino ba tong person na to? Dali, 20 seconds, 16 seconds. Bilis, bilis. So sa 98 respondents natin no, na nakaabot sa timer, we have 73 na tama si Vladimir Putin. At may nag-answer talaga ng Kim Jong-un. Seryoso. So yun po ang concept ng Kahoot natin, and third place si George with 3561. At number 1 si Guts. Congrats Guts. Sa sunod na lang ang premyo mo. Runners up natin. Ayun. So yun po ang concept ng ating Kahoot. Okay? So ito po ang interface ng Kahoot natin. So if nagtatanong kayo, is it libre or is it free or do you have to spend for it? So it depends. If you would register it na under business it would entail you costing, but if you would register as a teacher or a student, Free lang po siya. So, ayan po. And you can actually, you just press the create button dito sa upper right. And ayan na, you just have to write your question, write your choices dito sa baba. So, pwede po yan. And you can choose, no? Pwede siya na classic, no? Na live siya, live quiz. Or pwede siya na pwede siyang answeran depending on the available pace or available time ng inyong participant. So, pwedeng ganon. Pwedeng live or pwedeng balik-balikan siya. Yung parang sa open education na concept. Ganon siya. And then, once you are done typing your question and your answers or your choices, you can add image or video. You just press done and there is a button there to saying na if you would play already, so pwede yan. So pwede din to siya meron po silang mobile version ang Kahoot. User-friendly din siya. So yun po. Next is ang Quizizz. So, ang dashboard sa Quizizz, kung gusto nyo gumawa ng questions or ng quiz, is quizizz.com. Pero sa participant, kung bibigyan nyo na siya ng quiz na yon, it's joinmyquiz.com. So, let me check. Then, by the way, dun po sa Kahoot, you can modify ang timer kung how many seconds will the question be available. Pwede po yun. Mamamodify po siya. So, saglit lamang po ha. At medyo gumagrabe na ang bandwidth sa aking computer. Malakas po ang bandwidth ko ngayon kasi multiple applications po, no, ang open ko. Naka-run pa din ang ang YouTube Live, Facebook Live. So, ganun talaga. But sa inyong case, if you will already go with your classes, hindi naman ganun masyado ang ganun kabagal. Okay? So, inaayos ko pa po ang ating display para ma-experience natin kung ano ang concept ng Quizizz. Ayan po. So, another quiz. So, punta po kayo sa joinmyquiz.com at mag-iingi ulit ng code for the game. So, i-key nyo lang po ang 881288. Kaya yan na, pumapasok na ang ating mga participants. Yan na. Sino nga ulit yung nag-number 1 natin sa Kahoot kanina? Yan, we already have 26 participants. Ang iba ayaw nang sumali kasi ano ba tong quiz ni sir? Napahiya ako dun sa equation or mathematical equation na tanong kanina sa number 1. Sige, we'll wait siguro 60 or 70. Pag umabot tayo, then we'll start. Ngayon pa lumalabas sa Facebook Live natin. Yan na, we can start. We have 70 participants. At may umahabol pa, 72, wala na. Ayan, si Eds ulit, ang nanguna. Sige, ngayon pa siya pumasok sa Facebook Live natin. Sige, let's give naman ano. Let's give them the chance naman. Ilan ba yung kanina? 150, no? 150? Yung nag-start tayo? Yeah, let's wait if umabot to ng 150. Then, by the way, you can actually remove po the players, no? Players can be removed if may pumasok. Tapos ayaw nyo naman, so pwede po yun. Wala na, I think wala na. Yeah, I think okay na to. Let's start with 120. We have 120 participants. This is yan po. So
So nakaapat na naman.
So, ayun po. Ang ating first, si RD. Second, si DICT LC1. Go DICT. At third naman, si Yahoo. So, yan po. Nakabase siya sa, if you could compare it, no, sa, if in comparison sa Kahoot, no, na dapat simultaneous siya, lahat with the same screen. Dito naman sa quizzes it's at your own pace. So, if tapos na kayo sa question 1, then proceed sa question 2, 3, and yun po. So on and so forth. So, ganun po ang concept niya sa quizzes. So, ayan na. With 2560 points, 100% correct. Yan si RD. The same din si DICT LC1. Kaso lang, mas pinakamabilis si RD sa pag-answer, followed by Yahoo. So, ayan po. At naka-enumerate po ang ating mga participants. Okay? So, ganun po. To make your online quizzes fun and interactive. At i-exit ko na po ito ha. So, ayan po. So, stop share. So, yun po. Yun ang concept natin for Kahoot and for quizzes. Okay, so ano lang po, no? Madali lang siya. It's very easy. Actually, both Kahoot and quizzes, they are very easy to navigate lang, to create your questions, to create your quizzes. So, the same lang. There is a create button and nandun ang mga options. So, madali lang po siya. Okay? So next naman, so 'di ba, if in case you want po to, as teachers, no, and we have to get the attention of our students and our pupils, and I think most of our students are spatial or visual. Parang hindi natin nakakatch ang attention nila if puro text, if walang mga visuals, no. So we have here 3 websites that offer various web applications, canva.com, Trello, and Pic2Chart. So, if gusto nyo gumawa ng PowerPoint presentations, posters, banners to explain further your if meron kayong visuals, if hindi kayo expert sa Photoshop or any photo editing tool, we have online tools naman for you to make use of. Itong Canva, this is the most used widely na editing tool, online editing tool, and actually ang owner nito or ang creator nito is part Filipina, Australian Filipina, and siguro ipakita ko na lang ang interface, no, saglit lang. So ito po ang interface ng ating Canva. Basically free po ang Canva if you want to create your own designs, your own layouts, but doon na tayo magkakatalo sa mga pictures or mga resources used, because mayroong ibang images or icons or everything else na may bayad, you have to pay for it. But if amenable naman kayo sa mga posters or sa mga layouts or designs na free, na mga templates, so pwede din. But you can actually customize the text. Meron lang tayong mga icons and pictures or images na may bayad na. So from here, ito na ang Canva natin na interface. From here, you create a design. Gawa ba kayo ng poster, ng presentation, yung PowerPoint nyo, pwede. Video, logo, Facebook post, infographic, pwede yan. Pwede siya through our Canva. And merong mga templates na. There are already templates available. Pili na lang kayo, tapos edit nyo na lang. So, pwede yan. Para kung magpakita na kayo ng screen nyo sa inyong students or pupils, then, ayan na, very aesthetically pleasing na. Okay? So, if you are looking for other alternatives for Canva, if hindi nyo gusto si Canva, we also have Trello, we also have Pictochart. Itong Pictochart, if you want to create infographics, Pictochart are really a good option. Okay? And also, actually, our provincial officer no sa DICT, she also has her own YouTube channel, and actually nagkaroon na kami ng webinar about using Canva and graphics design. You can either check her YouTube channel for in-depth discussion, or nandun din sa videos namin sa aming Facebook page. Nandun din, naka-record din doon. So hover nyo lang, graphic design using Canva, mga in-depth discussion. Okay? So ito, have you heard of Kotobi? Narinig nyo na ba to? So, of course, you know PDFs naman po, no? Mga PDF formats. So meron din tayong mga interactive na PDFs, and we call it EPUBs. So itong Kotobi, this is actually this can be downloaded. So para tong standalone na application. You just go to kotobi.com for you to install the application, and para ma-install sa PC nyo, and from there you can create your own EPUBs. You can create yung mga module nyo, chapter, and mga readings, mga sources, and then at the end you can actually create your quiz after every readings afternoon. So this is especially helpful kung you have an open education kind of learning, wherein the students at their own pace can answer by themselves. Kung hindi live na kailangan, unlike doon sa sa quizzes or sa Kahoot na sa Kahoot na live siya. So dito sa Kotobi, the students can answer your interactive questions at any time. So i-try ko. Actually, the only problem with Kotobi is medyo nakaka-lag ng PC kasi masyadong mabigat. Kasi kailangan siya in-install eh. Hindi siya web application na you go to a certain website for you to create. It's a standalone siya na application. So let me check. So kita ko ulit. So yeah, mga e-books po to. So ito po siya actually ang interface ng Kotobi natin, and let's pray na hindi siya mag-hang or mag-lag, no, kasi especially that I am running multiple applications right now. So Meron na ba dito mga familiar na sa Kotobi? Do you also do you agree with the struggle na nakakapag-hang or nakaka-lag ng PC, which is actually I am experiencing right now, but sige na lang. But to give you an overview, pwede from this interface, gabi may nagawa na ako. And so ang format niya na isi-save is EPUB. Andyan pa po ba kayo? Okay po. Tuluyan na pong not responding na ang aking Kotobi, but paki-imagine nyo na lang po. Imagine niyo na lang po na imagine nyo lang po na parang meron akong a higher version of PDF na file in an EPUB format, and you can add your own actually parang gagawa kayo ng book nyo, diba? Electronic book, an interactive book na pwedeng may mga questions doon sa baba, no? And they have choices, pwedeng multiple choice, pwedeng true or false kinds of questions, and from there ay makakapag-answer ang ating students. Kung sino man may hawak nun ng PDF, pwede sila maka-answer, and isi-sync nun ang mga results into your account. So it works for those who are under the open education. But if kailangan na naka-live, then medyo may hindi siya only thing, the advanced feature about this Speech Central is hindi lang mga PDFs ang nababasa. Anything like pwede sa web, sa mga websites, kung may mga text doon, binabasa niya din. So that's one, a level up of such. So yeah, I think that's it for this afternoon. Doon po sa I have created a YouTube channel. Nandun po, meron po akong a number of webinars and tutorials. If you want to learn about, to learn more or to have an in-depth knowledge about ano na ba mga na-discuss ko, Google Forms, HTML programming, basic HTML programming, Google Drive, paano paggamit ng Google Drive, and ng Gmail, nandun po. So, I will also announce from such channel po kung available na ang certificates for download. Doon ko din po i-announce. So, yun lang. I think that's all. I hope madami kayong mga natutunan that you can make use for your classes. And it's not limited po with these applications. There are also other alternatives. If you can actually look up through Google, through your search engines, pwede nyong i-search kung what are the alternatives for this, like search alternative for Canva, alternative for Kahoot, alternative for everything else na nakalista doon sa ating web applications. Pwede po yun. Madami po. But what I have discussed are the most commonly used platforms. Okay, so I think I will give back the floor to Mike. Are you still there, Mike?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Mike.
Yes, nandito lang ako. So, thank you so much. Grabe, maraming mga applications. Before I give the evaluation link, let me present.
I insert ko lang, Mike, no, kasi meron tayong YouTube na comment slides daw. Yes po, ibibigay ko po ang slides. Actually, it is my intention po to give you the slides, especially na pahapyaw lang yung pag-discuss ko, no, sa other parts, especially sa LMS or Learning Management na system applications. So yeah, bibigay ko po ang slides. Okay, Mike.
Alright.
Go, Mike.
Thank you so much. So, wala ako masyadong nakitang questions.
Akala ko wala kang nakuha, Mike.
Marami tayong tutunan, sir. Thank you so much. Dan,
Ano ba? Information overload ba? Ang dami.
ito lang may nakita ang question isa. Sabi niya, good afternoon from Benson Banaya. I recently created a quiz bee for Virtual Nutrition Month. My question is, how would you trace how many times the students take the game when you have set it to assignment?
Ano po to? Quiz B or quizzes?
I created a quiz bee for our virtual nutrition.
I think that is another application, no? Ang Quiz B, tama ba? So, I actually am not familiar with such sa Quiz B. But I think there are ways to monitor, especially if you would actually compare it to our Kahoot or to our quizzes. There are actually after a game or after a quiz has been done, after it has ended, there are actually statistics. So you have to actually study, or you have to before you make use of an application. No, I think it is a must that you study such, and it would be fitting and it would be proper na you have tried and you have tested your quiz first before providing it. So,
Alright.
I'm not, ano ba, quiz B? Hindi ko masyadong nakuha yung ano.
Hindi ko rin sure kung application ba yun or yung quiz B na
Oo.
quiz B talaga.
Oo eh. But I'm not familiar. If it is an application, sorry, I'm not familiar with quiz B. Sorry po, pero general ano naman, general parang principle naman, you have to study naman, di ba? An application before giving it out or sending out to your participants.
Let me present.
So, if you would ask me, it depends kasi there are laptops na meron pang gaming. So, maganda ang graphics niya. Ako, personally, ang mga MacBooks, ang mga Apple natin, no, na machines, or ating mga Mac machines, they are good for video editing and graphics editing because maganda ang crisp ang display. So, if you are into that, then pwede. But for Windows, I would not recommend i3 or lower. I would stick to i5 or higher. Ryzen 5 or higher, mga ganun.
Okay. So, ito naman kay Miss Nona Lisa topic. Pwede po ba i-post yung quiz sa quizzes sa Google Classroom as assignment?
Pwede. Especially, I forgot to mention na yung quizzes, pwede siyang ma-sync or ma-link sa, sa Google Classroom. Pwede. I'm not sure with Kahoot. I think pwede na ang Kahoot. I think pwede na siya ma-link. But ang quizzes is, pwede na. Merong option lang doon. Both sa Google Classroom and sa quizzes, may options doon to synchronize it with your Google Classroom. So, pwede siya.
Alright. So, I hope that's all the questions. So, let me present to you. Yeah.
Wow.
You have a certificate. This certificate of recognition is given to Joshua Eliazar P. Dumen for sharing his time, talent, and expertise as the resource person, resource speaker during the webinar, useful web applications to make online classes fun, interactive, conducted by Department of Information and Communications Technology, Visayas Cluster 2, August 20, 2 to 4 p.m. To be signed by our Director Frederick D.C. Amores. Alright, thank you so much, Sir Josh.
Canva ba? Anong gamit mo dito pag gawa ng certificate?
Ginamit ko dito Canva.
Oh, see? So, diba,
So, yung-
that's one product.
Mga ginagawa kong mga certificates na na-receive ninyo ay from Canva po yan.
Yun, diba? So, it's easy for our teachers na, no? Hindi na kailangang
Yes, may mga
matuto
free
ng...
templates po doon.
hindi na kailangan mag-Photoshop
Yes.
or Corel Draw na mga nosebleed na. So, pwede.
Yeah. Then, let me, we have upcoming webinars. The part 2 of life saving and aquatic rescue. Yes, August 25. So, mga hindi pa nag-register, visit the Facebook page sa Visayas Cluster 2. Then we have writing hacks, how to write engaging content that will turn words into dollars. Mga dollars. By Karen Liz Datoy. August 26 po ito. So, the links and other informations are on our FB page. Okay. A special thanks to our webinar technical committee, our director, Frederick D.C. Amores, our speaker, Joshua Lizardomen, our Leyte provincial officer, Ms. Claire Fernandez, Joshua Corona, technical sa FB Live, and your moderator, George Michael Picardal, and the DICD DC2 staff. Thank you so much to all the participants. We have here, this is what you've been waiting. So please take the post-assessment evaluation and receive your digital certificate after 2 to 3 weeks. Share ko po ang link sa chat panel. So wala pong quiz, but the link will automatically close at 5 p.m. today. So may deadline po siya kasi walang quiz. And then, announcement on how to claim your certificate. Ito po yung link. Tiny.cc download cert. Alright, so wala po kayong ma-receive na emails regarding sa certificate. So, kindly save this link, download cert, para bisitahin nyo pag mabot na ng 2 or 3 weeks while we are preparing your certificate. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining and active participation. So let's not forget to maximize our time during the community quarantine and invest in additional knowledge by joining webinars like this. So stay safe and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining, Sir Josh. Thank you for sharing.
Welcome and good luck sa mga teachers natin. You play a really big role and you have a big part sa ating country. So we always owe it to you for the, 'di ba, for the future of our children and our generation. So I know it is a pain right now, 'di ba? It is very challenging for you. It is new for you. This is not the usual things that we do. But we admire you as teachers, 'di ba, for doubling your efforts to make sure na education will continue. So it might be painful, but it might be taxing, or it might be exhaustive in your part, but we will reap rewards after, with your students and your pupils being professionals in the future. So this is just a phase, mawawala din to. So good luck in your classes. And
Sa lahat ng FB viewers, YouTube viewers, thank you so much. Thank you for joining.
salamat sa last minute call, ay last minute acceptance.